So, me and my good buddy Josh, we are on the hunt for the worst movie ever made, right? And recently we watched this Christian Slater movie, which I need to review immediately. We watched Bubba Hotep, which I I desperately need to upload my review of that. There's some fucking William Baldwin movie that we need to watch, which just looks almost fascinatingly atrocious. So last night we watched a movie that feels like it came out in like 2008, but somehow it came out in 2019 somehow. But we watched this movie called The Haunting of Sharon Tate, starring Hilary Duff. Listen to me. Everything about this movie is bad, okay? I'm just gonna tell you up front. This movie is a 1. It's a 1 out of 10. It's one of the most garbage. This is one of the most garbage movies I've ever seen in my entire life, okay? Literally, literally prior to this movie, I thought that Hilary Duff was a pillar of sexiness. I remember her from Lizzie McGuire, and I remember, like, I think about a year or two ago, I saw some pictures of Hilary Duff, and I was like, ooh, she thicky thick, you know what I'm saying? You know, I love all kinds of women. Love me some white women. I love me some thick white women. You know what I'm saying? I thought she had. Okay, well, let me tell you something. All that died when I saw this movie. Okay, apparently she's not fucking Miss Thicky Thick. So I'm not sure what the fuck happened there. Second of all, she is good looking, but like, I was banking on it because we had a wide selection of bad movies to choose from, and I was like, listen, we should choose this one. You know what I'm saying? I seen her on fucking Lizzie McGuire. You know what I'm saying? She was in that one cadet movie when I was a fucking kid, right? You know what I'm saying? She's a little Miss Thicky Thick. You know, let's give her a chance. I wish I hadn't. Her acting is trash in this entire film. Her acting is so trash. And this movie is so disrespectful and offensive to Sharon Tate and her family that honestly, after watching this movie, I don't know if I care for Hilary Duff as a human being anymore. I'm going to be flat out honest with you. Yeah, as soon as I saw this movie, it was so bad that Hilary Duff legitimately was offensive. This movie was offensive to me. It was offensive. You hear what I'm saying? I was offended. How can a movie be so bad that I was offended? You understand me? Move on, child. Keep it going. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, this movie was so bad that I was personally offended. Okay, so the movie is about the night of the murders of the Sharon Tate murders. Right? Here's the problem. This movie, you know what this movie feels like? This movie feels as if someone just woke up one day, drunk as fuck. They went on Wikipedia, found out about the murders of Sharon Tate for the first time, and they were like, you know what? I have me an idea. What if we turn the night of those murders into like an exploitation slasher horror film with jump scares and horror movie like moments? Like, what if we just turn that night into that? Why don't we turn that night into a cheap jump scare filled horror film for the masses? That should be great, right? We could just skim a little bit of research just so we can have some authenticity up in there. But let's make a nice little B-movie campy horror film out of Sharon Tate's murder. That should be great, right? There should be no problems with that, right? Wrong, my nigga. Oh my god, the whole cast is terrible. This dude, not only does he not look like he's from the fucking 1960s, like the movie is shot digitally, so just inherently it feels off. You know, like when you watch Tarantino's movie, you know, the filmic quality, it lends itself to making you feel convinced that you're in the 60s. That doesn't happen here. This dude's performance was so bad. This fucking no-ass dude. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm talking about ass. Okay, this no-ass dude. Okay, how is it? The sidebar. How is it that I have more ass? How is it that I have more ass than this man? Can someone tell me that? Moving on. But his performance was terrible. In all honesty, the only nigga in this movie whose acting was worth a damn was this fool, because he actually seemed like he was from. He actually seemed like he was from the 1960s. I'm asking for 5 minutes. All right. 5 minutes.
You sit over here, Papa.
All right, 5 minutes. These children, boy. These children. Anyway, goddamn, this movie was so bad, dog. Oh yeah. The only person whose acting was kind of decent was this nigga, because he kind of looked like someone from the 60s. But even with that said, there was this one bizarre scene where he's talking to fucking Lizzie McGuire, right? And like he starts talking all calm and shit. They're like inside of a trailer or some shit. And I looked over at Josh because the movie was so bad. All three of us, we were just actively researching the real night of the murders, because this movie was just that bad. It's so boring. It's so historically inaccurate. The acting is so atrocious. The writing is so bad. The horror scares shouldn't be there, and they're not even effective. But like, I remember when I turned back to the TV screen. When I turned back to the TV screen, this nigga went from being calm to like the purgatory. The purgatory, and then like fucking Lizzie McGuire was like looking up at him like this, like, and I was like, my nigga, what happened? How did this man? How did his acting go from like 0 to 100 in just a few moments? What the fuck? Also, this movie does this weird thing where like the movie asserts that fucking Sharon Tate a couple days, 3 days prior, was consistently was receiving these potent, haunting premonitions about the night of the murder. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, movie. Listen to me. There's a lot of things I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that that Sharon Tate was not hyper aware that she was going to die before she died. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that Sharon Tate was not having dreams that were identical to what happened to her the night of, a couple nights before the night of. You understand what you picking up what I'm putting down? Oh my god! But there's one scene where we see the night of, we see the murders before the actual night has arrived with the murders in it. So it's like, what the fuck? Or what we're gonna see the murders twice? Like what the fuck is going on with this movie? And then when the night of occurs, when it finally arrives, all of a sudden, like, what was supposed to happen doesn't happen. For some stupid ass reason, the movie just goes completely off course, and these like alternate timeline events start happening to where like Sharon Tate and the people prevail over the killers. And there's even a moment where like there's a dead Sharon Tate, and living Sharon Tate walks up to dead Sharon Tate and like looks at herself, and it's like, what's happening? What is happening? Literally, what is happening? And then the movie tries to end. It's almost like the movie tries to end with like everyone walking off into the sunset in peace, and it's like, my nigga, you realize this movie ended. You realize in real life this shit ended in like one of the most creepy, horrifying tragedies of all time. Oh my god, dog. Oh my god, this movie is so offensive that like I'm not even in the Sharon Tate family, I'm not even a part of the Tates, and I feel offended. So I can only imagine how fucking offended the goddamn family members of Sharon Tate must feel. I was trying to find video interviews of Hilary Duff talking about this movie. It appears that they've all been scrubbed. No wonder, because Jesus Christ, Hilary Duff, okay, out of your entire horrible filmography, for some reason you thought, oh, let me experiment a little bit, let me try something a little bit. Hilary, I swear to God, you should never act again. You should never act again in a serious movie role ever again, because this was so offensive. This was such a misstep. What even drew you to this script and this movie in the first fucking place? Like, how did Hilary Duff read this script and go, oh girl, let me shake out of my rated G filmography, girl, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna put me in the spotlight, girl, you know what I'm saying? That Tarantino movie's coming out, girl, maybe I can compete, girl. Again, my nigga, you listen to me? My nigga, it's a 1. It's a 1 out of 10. I cannot believe this movie got off the ground. This shit is so disrespectful to the real life people. It is so willfully ignorant with its historical facts. This film, it needs Jesus, and everybody up in this movie needs to be smacked. Everybody involved with this movie needs to be smacked, just like that. This is a 1 out of 10. What the fuck were they thinking? Literally one of the worst movies you may ever watch. It's not recommended.